Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you, beautiful viewer, and I'm super excited to get into today's reading. Before I go over the reading, I wanted to just remind you guys that I have a playlist that's been put together. If you select from the playlist, you'll see all the readings kind of grouped. Based on love readings, you'll see the zodiac or horoscope readings, and then you'll also see the pick a card and any collective readings. So feel free to go in there. And I do believe that the latest readings are at the bottom. I don't know why that is. Maybe if somebody knows how to filter that, I would love to know. Leave that in the comments. Anyway, super excited to do today's reading. We will be doing an extended afterwards, and the extended reading is available if you're resonating with the message, of course, from your person here, and that will be available in the description box below. You can click on the link to my site and it will take you to the extended reading. All right, so we'll be looking at today's reading, which will be all about the person on your mind, person you came here about, and we'll be taking a deeper look at this person and how they are viewing this connection, how they're feeling about this connection, and of course just take a look at that person as a whole. We'll also be channeling some messages from this person, and if it is resonating for you, then in the extended we'll be taking a look at the future between you and this person and the outcome as energy is sitting. All right, so without further ado, take a look at these three piles. You could be tapping into your own energy. If that's the case, your person might be elsewhere. Keep that in mind. Pile number 1. The timestamps will be in the description box and in the pinned comment below. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. So I will leave the video running for a bit, and you guys can intuitively pick whichever pile is calling to you. Again, if you are tapping into your own energy, it could be your person elsewhere, and you could be tapping into multiple aspects of the same person. All right, if that's the case, then that's absolutely fine. Use your intuition, and I will see you at your pick. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 1. You picked this beautiful shimmery stone right here. I believe it is a raw form of pyrite, but I'm not 100% certain. It is beautiful, very sparkly. So pile number 1, if you skip through the beginning, you could be tapping into your own energy, although we intend it to be your person, the person on your mind. We're taking a deep look at this person, about who they are, and then of course how they are viewing this connection with you. And we will be pulling some channel messages as well. And if you are resonating with this, then you can join us for the extended. The extended reading will be available in the link below in the description box, depending on whichever pile you're resonating with. Now, you could be resonating with your person, or you could be tapping into your own energy. If that's the case, your person could be elsewhere. Keep that in mind, and also keep in mind that you could be tapping into different aspects of energy of the same person / connection. All right, so keep that in mind. I have not looked at these, but I have pulled some oracles. Let's take a look at your person on your mind, and how they're feeling and how they're viewing this connection. So we have the Eldritch Blast. We have Stunned. We have Come to the Edge with the number 36 or the number 9. We have The One Who Hides the Sun with the number 8. We have the Golden Egg. Interesting. We have the Althea card. And this is 77. So 77 might be significant. We have conjunction, very similar with the black and white here. 71. Put that on this side here. Actually, no, sorry. Okay. We have intuition. And we have the Sailor, new influences and wanderlust. Okay. Give me a minute to pick up your person's energy here, and we will get into your reading before we pull the tarot. I am going to read this golden egg for you, and then we will get into the intuitive part of your reading. So let's look at this golden egg together, shall we? Is calling to me. Cosmic egg. And black egg. And the golden egg. All right, so golden egg, message at the center of the heart. The unstruck sound within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Sorry, I don't know if I read that right. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga nidra or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart. Staying open to any response you hear, engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very own essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend, and that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. All right. Beautiful pile number 1. This person has been really out of touch with their own emotions, okay? And I feel like this person has been getting downloads, synchronicities, dreams, really being called to experience their emotions. I feel like this person has done a lot to get in the way of not having to face how they're feeling in this connection. I feel like it's pushing them out of their comfort zone. And I do feel like this person wasn't expecting to feel what they're feeling in this connection for you. I feel like this person has not communicated their truth. And I don't feel like this person has communicated their truth to themselves, because I feel like this person doesn't quite understand yet their emotions, because they've been very disconnected. So they feel something here. Very intense. I feel like them meeting you or just even being a part of this connection has thrown them for a loop here. Okay. Although I do feel like there is a heavy resistance to push themselves, to grow themselves, to acknowledge what they're feeling here. I feel like there is a strong energy coming through, that you guys are divinely being put together here to balance each other out in a way that might bring out certain aspects of this person that has been dormant, or that they have not yet been able to fully develop here. And I feel it has been the same for you. I feel like there's a lot of healing around this connection and the mirroring that's happening in this connection. Although I don't feel like this person is communicating. This person feels like you are maybe constantly trying to push them out of a comfort zone here. But there's something about them releasing control that might have them held back in some way, because I feel like they aren't quite sure how to navigate the sea of emotions. If they do open that floodgate of emotions, I feel like there's a lot there, and not just from this connection, but I feel there is a lot there in general that they have to navigate through still. So it is quite blocked, and I feel like they are blocking themselves from having happiness in this connection, specifically because of how they are not allowing themselves to be in touch with their emotions or communicate how they're feeling here. There's a truth that needs to be spoken, but I don't feel like they have allowed themselves to do this. I feel like this person is quite lost when it comes to their emotions. And I do feel like you have been a change in this person's life as far as who they would normally date or any connections that they had in the past. I feel like this is definitely a very different type of energy that they're experiencing here with you, that I feel is making them feel quite out of place within themselves. I think this person is fighting this connection more so than they are trying to work within it, because I feel this person does not know what they're supposed to be doing. I do feel like this person could be ignoring all the signs that are pointing them towards exploring their emotions. There is heavy resistance. I feel like this connection does bring about quite the balance in both of your guys' life. So you guys could be quite different, although very complementary to one another. I'm feeling, very polarized energies. You could be resonating with the divine feminine energy, and this person be immersed in their divine masculine. Now that's just energies, nothing to do with gender, okay? But I do feel like there is a polarization of opposites here, but opposites that work well with one another. Although I feel like this person isn't allowing things to flow, isn't allowing things to work, quote unquote, because they're getting in their own way. This person is really drawn to you, and they don't really know why they're being pulled like a magnet. I feel like this is a connection that runs very, very, very deep. It might be a soul contract or bond or tie here. And I feel like your person's been really, really fighting their feelings for a very long time prior to you even kind of coming in the picture here. So I feel like there's something natural about you that allows this person the safety to do what they're needing to do. And I say needing, no one really needs to do anything, but they're really being called to explore their emotions here. Again, either through some sort of soul contract in which this person is wanting to explore the depths of their emotions here. And I feel it comes very naturally around you, but I feel like there's something about this person that keeps you at an arm's length. Because if they were to be in your presence here, that they might not be able to resist, or they might not be able to continue to fight off what it is that they're feeling. So I feel like if you are having a challenge getting close to this person, I don't feel you have yet. I feel like there's a deep knowing and a deep connection here, and it could be quite frustrating because this person, you might feel that they feel potentially the same way, but there's this heavy resistance in you coming close, or them coming close, although they are kind of always around, either witnessing you or following you, or kind of in your peripherals. Yeah, I do feel like this energy is always kind of around, although I don't feel them stepping forward in a way that they're kind of supposed to really be doing here. I feel this person was really caught off guard by this connection, and they're not quite sure, with this polarizing feeling of something so intense has left them kind of stunned, as we see here. And maybe in the past they were able to just walk away or shut it off, so they're kind of confused as to why there's still a magnetic pole here. And I think they're reflecting on how they're getting in their own way of their own happiness and their own emotions by not allowing themselves to explore. So I feel they're being heavily guided to do this with this intuition here. There is a deep knowing. So potentially this person could be in denial. Let's pull some tarot, see if we get some more here. And then we'll pull some channeled messages. Thank you, Spirit, for that message for pile number 1. I don't want that one just yet. Let's use this deck. All right, Spirit, clear and concise for pile number 1. A message for pile number 1 in regards to the person they came here about. A deeper look at this person. How do they view this connection? Can we get a deeper look? Thank you so much. I'm so blessed. And thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. Clear and concise message, Spirit. The energy off these cards. Feeling a little heavy. All right. We have Death in the reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Clear and concise message here for pile number 1. Their person. A deeper look at their person and how they view this connection. The Page of Cups. I'm feeling one more. We have the Ace of Pentacles, another one jumping out here with the Hangman. And bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Swords energy. All right, well, that definitely speaks to that heart energy block we were seeing. Let's pull some of these as well. We have the Empress. We have the 6 of Wands in reverse. We have the 7 of Swords. All right, we have the King of Swords in reverse. We have the 8 of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Oh, we'll put that over here. Okay. Same energy I'm picking up that we got from the Oracle cards here. Beautiful pile number 1. So your person's been heartbroken. Now, doesn't have to necessarily mean another connection here. Sometimes we can carry pain from an experience as a child here that's left us disconnected from our emotions. I feel like your person is needing to heal some sort of heartache, okay? Heartache, either they've been abandoned by a parent, maybe they've had a difficult relationship in the past. I don't feel like this person's ever really experienced a very deep connection. So I don't feel like this is heartache from another connection. I feel this person is really needing to transform and let go of a hurt. Okay, they're really needing to let go of a hurt in order for them to transform and be open to this connection. And I feel like this person, you know, is quite a practical type energy here. I'm feeling this Queen of Pentacles coming from their energy. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean gender here, but this is somebody who is very practical, who's very giving and caring, you know, who is quite abundant here and very self-sufficient, able to make things happen on their own. I feel like this person has had to be very independent and make things happen on their own. So maybe they were a child in which they were having to take care of maybe a younger sibling, or they've had to be self-sufficient, maybe take care of a parent, maybe make things happen for themselves. I feel like this person has been left kind of to their own devices, so to speak. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse here. Two of Pentacles talks about us needing to balance, you know, potentially prioritize, make a decision. We might have a hard time prioritizing or balancing, feeling really out of whack. I was feeling that from this card right here. Okay, the Sailor. I was feeling like your person having to navigate in a sea of emotions that they don't quite know whether to make heads or tails of it. I feel they feel very out of place here. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is that card of he who blocks the sun. I feel like there's a potential here. I mean, 10 of Pentacles always gives me kind of fantasy type happiness, okay? It's the pie in the sky dream that rarely, I mean, happens. With the 10 of Pentacles, I mean, this is a legacy, but I'm getting heavy 10 of Cups energy because of this rainbow. So it's like this long-lasting stability, happy home fantasy that this person might have, you know, longed for, might have been fighting for, might have tried to make happen at one point, might have never really been fully realized here with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, they could have lost a lot of stability here due to other people, other family members, maybe not being reliable, not allowing them to be stable. This person might have experienced some sort of loss in their stability here. Now, if this person has been in a marriage, they might have gone through a divorce here, or where this person has left them high and dry. I don't feel like this is a deep emotional connection so much as it was one of a lesson of stability. So I feel like this person here is really needing to look at their inner child here when it comes to their emotions. Pages, you know, are all about the infancy stage of us getting to know our heart space here with this Page of Cups. I feel like this person hasn't really even begun to really explore or allow themselves to explore this their cups, their emotional side here in this connection. And I do feel like it is because of a child like trauma here, or a situation here that might have replicated in their life at a later date that triggered some sort of childhood trauma. So if they did experience a divorce, maybe they come from a separated family here, and I feel like this person's retreated. Here for some of them, they might have stuck around in a situation here out of the practical aspect, and they might still be in it for some of you guys, although it has to come to an end here in order for your person to transform. So they could very well be in a situation where there is no emotions, emotional fulfillment here, and they're staying out of a sense of practicality or stability or duty, although I feel like there needs to be come to terms of how to deal with the potential loss of stability here, and stand independent of this connection. Okay, so there's quite a few messages coming through, depending on your story. Ace of Pentacles and the Hangman. So for those of you guys who are resonating with, you know, this person potentially being in a situation here where it could be a loveless type marriage, providing some sort of stability here, I feel like they're having a hard time prioritizing, choosing their own security in order to start over here with this Ace of Pentacles. They're kind of in limbo here. They haven't moved. They're not sure how to move forward here. I feel like they are very stunted when it comes to emotions as well, which isn't helping. This person, I feel a very soft energy coming from this person here. Although I feel like it is very, very buried. Whatever feminine energy this person contains within them has been really guarded here. This person is really needing to find balance. This can speak of a marriage. Okay, same with this. This could speak of a family situation. This is my wife card. This is a mother card. Okay, so they might have been in a situation where the mother of their child might have hurt them or left them in a state here. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there is a need to relinquish some sort of stability here in order to move forward. But I feel like your person is needing to really take a look at their emotions rather than this from a practical aspect. This is giving me Six of Swords because this is a shuffle tarot where we're moving on to calmer waters. The fact that we have the Wands here, Six of Wands is, you know, where we're kind of in the public eye or being victorious here. Interactions with this in reverse. This person might be challenged with doing the right thing here because of ego, doing the right thing here because of how they'll be perceived. I think it's getting in the way, and you see the scales of justice here on the back side of this person who's rowing the boat. So I feel like there is something about them needing to bring in justice in their own life. Look how the Empress is kind of removed, and there's like this heavy armor sitting in her place here with a bunch of lilies. Lilies are all about, you know, sensuality and experience. I feel like there's something about your person who, which they don't allow themselves to experience any sort of sensuality here. They're very much of an energy of kind of with the Seven of Swords. I mean, this is sometimes seen as the deception card, but I feel like they're only deceiving themselves here, and they're deceiving themselves based on how they're viewing a situation here. Okay, they might be viewing things, telling themselves or thinking certain things to be true, that is muddying the waters, that is not necessarily true. And like I was saying, this is giving me that fantasy-like feeling. Same with this, okay, because this looks like the Seven of Cups scene. And even this was giving me, like I said, 10 of Cups. So it's interesting because I feel like your person might be thinking they're seeing something for not what it is, right? This is the 10 of Pentacles. I was seeing 10 of Cups. This is the, you know, the 7 of Swords, which looks like the 7 of Cups. So they might be seeing this connection as something that it's not. And what it's causing is causing them to self-sabotage or get even more confused about which way to act, what to prioritize because of this pain. So they're unable to move out of a situation into calmer waters to bring balance and justice to a situation here. So I feel like, yes, the logical side of this person has been getting in the way, and I feel like it is getting in the way of where they're wanting to commit themselves to. This is the King of Swords with the Hierophant. Hierophant's all about higher level commitments. Also a marriage card here. We have Justice and the Hierophant figure. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles, all about marriage. Queen of Pentacles. So with this in reverse, it could be that your person is dedicating themselves to a situation of an almost married situation here out of a sense of needing stability here, to the detriment of what they should know better here, which is to get in touch with what's emotionally going on due to how they be perceived here. Okay, because I feel they've had to be quite removed from their emotions or not allow themselves to fully feel something here. Interestingly enough, again, the Pentacles coming up in this 8 of Pentacles. And what I'm really getting from this card is your person really needing to ask themselves what emotionally makes them happy. But instead of focusing on that, the Pentacles again seem to be getting in the way, the practical stability here. The 8 of Pentacles is where we dedicate our time or energy or effort towards something. You know, we're really dedicating ourselves. So I feel like the dedication here and focus is in a practical way to something that I feel isn't bringing emotional fulfillment. It's not bringing balance. It's not bringing emotional fulfillment here. Okay, I feel as though no matter how much they feed the situation that they're in, they're not bringing that emotional balance that they're needing. Look at the white lilies here in this kind of dream bubble. I feel like your person has this like fantasy about this connection. There's a knowing here. Look at the white lilies and the Empress card. Okay, so it's like this energy knows of a true love, knows of an Empress type love, an unconditional type love here. And it's kind of there as a fantasy, but I feel like your person is focused on feeding some sort of imbalance here in this connection, in their existing life, and in this connection they're not quite focused on the right thing. They're bringing more of an imbalance to themselves, but I feel like they still have this connection as like a fantasy. I also feel like this is their wound following them around, their mother wound, or their inability to emotionally receive love, give love in a healthy way here, kind of follows them around. So it's causing a lot of imbalance. Your person might be completely, you know, in a fog here, not seeing things for what it really is, out of a, I want to say like a foolish dedication or a foolish logic of sorts, that they feel they have to commit themselves to something in a practical way, rather than focusing in on heart space. Yeah, this is like when we're in a state of our comfort zone or hanging on to something, and we're needing to release, to let go so that we can move forward. This could be your stability, right? We're really kind of focused on our stability at the lack of, or at the expense of, I should say, losing out on a potential opportunity here to be happy, to have emotional balance and fulfillment. It's kind of a foolish dedication here. And I feel like it's because you're seeing things a little bit not for what they are. There's the sun. Okay, he blocks the sun. This is so much synchronistic with what we were seeing. Their own need to hang on to something that's more comfortable or practical here. They need to let go of this to bring in justice and balance in their life, to become honest with the truth here. They'll need a lot of courage. They're blocking their own sun, their own happiness, their own contentment. There you see the hermit, and the hermit's carrying the star, which is all about our wishes, our dreams, needing to go inwards to really look at what that is and allow the sun to come in. They're blocking the happiness by not allowing themselves to let go of a practical situation here. Okay, and I don't feel they've communicated their truth. We were seeing that with this card here, you know, the Althea card. I feel like whatever they're supposed to be communicating here, a truth, they're not quite communicating. So it isn't bringing balance. They're needing to find the courage here, face their fears, and if it is pain, okay. I don't know if you guys have been in a connection with this person in the past, maybe married to this person, and now this is a new start, and they're kind of still hung on past pains. Could be the case for some of you guys. I'm feeling heavy, like this person is in a practical situation, and it could be an unhappy marriage here, okay? And like I said, if they're not, then you'd know, and this person is really stuck with some pain from their past, either childhood or parental figure, or an experience they had in a relationship of an almost married situation, although I don't feel it was a deep connection here on an emotional level. I feel like this is probably the deepest connection this person has experienced, which has thrown them completely, you know, off balance here. I don't think they were expecting to be kind of, yeah, like stunned with how they're feeling and what to make of these feelings. Okay, so they're really resisting any change here. So let's take a look at channeled messages from this person. We'll pull some of these as well, and then you can jump into the extended if you are resonating. So Spirit, thank you so much for pile number 1. Can we get some channeled messages from pile number 1's person? What do they want? If they could say anything to pile number 1 from their higher self, what would they say? We have protection. And we have fear. We have sweetness. We have hunger. This is giving me that sun energy. Let's pull some of these as well. And then I'll get into channeling your person's message. Now, these don't have to be taken literally, but there is energy coming through with these channeled messages. All right, so use your intuition, or maybe this is what your person has said to you in the past, potentially. Something that will confirm this is your person. I am feeling one more here. Oh, 2 more, okay. Wow, quite a bit. All right, so we have, I can look into your eyes forever. Let's pull that up. We have, I appreciate you for all that you have done. Okay. This says, you are always in my dreams. We were seeing that intuition card, which I sometimes read as dreams as well. Okay. I'm trying to figure things out. Do see that. I cannot express how grateful I am. I think this person is not able to express things, period. My family is possessive. Interesting. I said mean things to push you away. Okay. Very consistent message here. So give me a minute to tap into your person, and we will channel their message to you. I've had an experience here that has left me very closed off. I feel very protective of my own heart space because I've been very hurt. I'm very scared of opening up. Even the smallest rejection can throw me into a state that I'm not wanting to experience. I have a deep sense of love here, but at the same time, I can't go very deep because of fear. So I do have a tender feeling here for you. I'm not quite sure how to allow it to penetrate the depth of my heart because there's a block here. I feel like I'm really pulled to you. I feel like there is a magnetic energy bringing me towards you. I could feel a deep sense of enlightenment around you and a healing energy around you. But every time I convince myself it's okay because it feels so good, the fear kicks in and then I get into protection mode. I know I'm being pulled towards you. I take the first few steps, but I always chicken out. I feel like when we're together, it feels really right at first, but then fear kicks in. And then I just say whatever I can to push you away. I'm constantly thinking about you in my dreams, synchronicities. Intuitively, I know there's a purpose here greater than what we've experienced, although I feel my fear is probably going to get in the way. I feel my fear is so intense, even more intense than your light. Although I feel it goes away when we were apart, and so I step forward only to repeat the same thing again. I can't tell you exactly how I'm feeling for you because I don't know the words. The block keeps blocking out this love that wants to penetrate my heart. I need to figure things out on my end. I don't know how though, because once we're apart, I don't know what I'm left with. I don't know what there is to figure out. But the minute I'm in your presence, I start to feel the fear. I start to say things that I don't mean to push you away, or maybe I don't say anything at all because I don't know what to say. All I'm thinking is fight mode, protect my heart. I've had a very rough upbringing when it comes to allowing myself to express myself in a safe way. I've always been judged. I'm also concerned with what people will think. Not about you, but more about my decisions to move forward in a connection with you. My friends, my family. Sometimes I feel like everyone's kind of judging me, and then that feeling of rejection comes in, and then I freeze and fear kicks in. I don't know how I'm going to find the courage. I wish I could tell you all these things, but I can't really open up. I do want to thank you for sticking by my side. And I know you're trying to help me, so I want to thank you for not giving up on me, although it scares the shit out of me. So I'm not quite sure what to do here. Please don't believe that I'm going to find an answer here and change things, because I don't even know that that's possible. I don't have faith in myself to figure this out. Sometimes it's easier just to kind of not think about it. But then you get further away. Not quite sure what the right answer is here. All I know is that there's a block. I'm still carrying some sort of pain. But it's not as intense because I don't go there. I don't allow myself to go there. I'm not sure what the right answer is here, but I know I do love you, and I do feel pulled towards you, and there could be happiness, although I don't know how to get there. All right, pile number 1. Wow, that was quite intense. I do not know what I read, what I saw. I'm sure it'll come to me, but if you want to join me in the extended reading, you are more than welcome to do that. I love you guys very, very much. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you resonated here, leave a like, and you can join us at another pile if you think your person's energy could be elsewhere. Maybe your own energy, get some insight into that. If not, and you're checking out, I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you pick this beautiful stone right here, I believe it's amethyst because it has purple shade to it. little bit of rust. Anyway, beautiful stone. Pile number 2. If you skip the intro, we're taking a look at the person on your mind, a deeper look at them and how they're viewing this connection, how they feel towards you and the connection. And you could very well be tapping into your own energy. If that's the case, you could stick around, or you could check out another pile to see if your person's in there. And also we could be tapping into the same person, different aspects of this person on a timeline of energy. I don't know what we'll see here. I've not looked at these. So once we look at the oracles, we'll pull some tarot, and we'll also do some channeled messages from your person. If you resonate with the messages here, there will be an extended in which we'll take a look at the future possibility outcome for your connection with this person. All right, so the link to that will be in the description box below. Let's see what we see. Ooh, message. All right. Message. And we have paralyzed. Interesting. Look at the same sort of energetic bursts we see here is the same going into this person's ear. All right. Paralyzed. We have round and round with the number 25 or the number 7. We have 72, broken and hatched, or the number 9. We have fish. We have Thanatos. Thanatos. All right, this is 73. 73. Okay. Thanatos. We have sublimation, 67. And we have determination. Wow. And we have the astronomer with discovery and augury. Okay, I would like to read this Thanatos energy to give us some sort of background on this card before we get into the intuitive part of this reading. Let's see, where are we? Kind of near the end. Oh, I'm in the wrong book. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, so it is near the end. And over here. Okay. Thanatos. Death. It is tempting to oversimplify death and sum it up as transformation, but the true multiple resonance of Thanatos cannot be easily assimilated or contained. Death is ongoing and omnipresent, an eternal response to the gift of birth. Witnessing the ending of another being, creature, phase, or stage has deep consequences for the psyche. We are forever changed by Thanatos as it sweeps us under its wings, making us relinquish control in every form. It leaves a mark of ash upon our heart, signifying we have touched the cusp of the underworld and will return to the land of the living eventually, with more compassion and wisdom to share. This capacity is needed in our world. One who has faced the annihilation of Thanatos can face anything. When this card appears, it signifies an initiation into the underworld. When in light, grieving, mourning, bearing witness to all that is. When dark, fear or intense insensitivity to old age, illness, the dying. Okay. Interesting energy. Let's put that over here. Okay. So, pile number 2. This is quite interesting. So where do I even begin? I do feel like there is telepathic communication going on in a deep spiritual way in this connection, okay? I do feel like there is something about the energy that you either transmit or when you are communicating to your person, even whether you are physically communicating or just energetically transmitting, I feel like is leaving this person in a state of not really knowing what it is that they're supposed to be doing here. I feel there's definitely been cycles in this connection where I feel like your person could have very well been repeating their same actions. Maybe you have been as well, because I do feel like it's cyclical in this connection. I feel like there is a history here with broken and hatched. And I feel like your person is not wanting to repeat any sort of past pains that they've experienced in this connection. For those of you guys that don't have a long history here, or haven't really experienced the heartbreak so much in this connection, your person could have experienced some sort of heartbreak in another connection here, and they're wanting to not experience the same thing in this connection, although they feel very much like they don't know what the right thing is to do here. They don't really know how to intake your energy. I feel like at times they get very much frozen about what the right thing is for them to do. There's a message also coming through that this person is trying to find a way to move things forward, maybe in a practical way, but unable to. I feel like this person is quite lost in not knowing which direction to go. And although the fish could be moving around aimlessly, I feel like this person feels like they're not quite sure which direction to go in regards to this connection. They feel quite frozen. Like any which way isn't really going to lead them to the practicality in which I feel they're wanting, or maybe they've tried to do something here. Now, this is all about transformation and kind of getting a higher view here, higher perspective, and seeing the bigger picture and transformation. I mean, we read this Thanatos, which is death, and allowing things to naturally transform here. So I feel like there might have been a need to control the outcome here, a situation here. I feel like this person was determined to have an outcome here. And I think they've experienced heartache, or they've experienced something here in which I don't think they're able to now go back or forget. So if there was cyclical patterns here, it could very well be that this person is releasing themselves from a pattern here, especially if this connection brought them a lot of hurt. And if this connection did not result in heartache or that sort of a thing, then this person is wanting to release themselves from any sort of cyclical patterns with you that might be repeating some of their old wounds here. I feel like this person is amidst trying to see what is out there for them. I think this person feels like this connection might be over, or the extent of this connection is done. That in order for them to move forward, they're going to have to explore, because I don't feel like they were finding happiness here, or something that they wanted in a practical way here that wasn't coming. And I feel like your person might have been very persistent, might have been very dedicated, focused on this connection at some point. And that might be the round and round. I feel like this person might have not have gave up, kept at something here, was very determined to make something happen. They might have communicated to you this. And for some of you guys, they might have felt you weren't moving forward in a practical way. You weren't allowing things to progress, which resulted in heartache. And I'm coming out of this cycle because I don't think that they knew which way to go or what to do here would make a difference in this connection. I think this person is getting a higher perspective that their happiness matters. So I think they're letting things fall out organically, die out as they need to, transition, transform. I think this person's determined in ending a cycle and finding what makes them happy. Let's read this astronomer card because I don't think I've ever pulled it and it's calling to me. Sorry guys, I know some of you guys don't like the card reading, but it does help because the artist or the illustrator would know their cards the best. So sometimes we get the best meanings from the actual creator. I'm not sure how these... Okay, there we go. The astronomer. Gold instruments were a telescope tilts upwards, revealing galaxies impossible distances away, the planets turn, reliable and infinite. Unaffected by the frantic lives of men, the astronomer thrives in shadows, for it is the darkest night that shows the brightest of stars. Where others look to books and history for knowledge, the astronomer knows that there are greater powers at work in the world. The constellations tell them what they need to know. You're in a complex situation, and clues on how to navigate it won't come from past experiences. Now is the time to look both beyond and within for answers and trust in your intuition. Let go of the material needs and concerns that were holding you back and meditate on what your gut is telling you. Others who are like-minded may be able to guide you. Be open to their perspective, but don't be bound by them. Okay, is exactly, wow, exactly. It just kind of reinforced what I was saying here with the energy as I was reading it. This person was trying to navigate outcome. I saw the pentacles here, which are giving me that practical thing, okay? So I feel like this person's used to being in control or knowing what it is that they want or getting some sort of outcome here. I think your person tried and they might have communicated. And I don't feel like this person was able to get anywhere here, okay? And maybe they feel like you were quite unmoved or you were not maybe allowing things to progress here in some way. Somehow this person felt they were in some sort of cyclical pattern here with you. The greater purpose I feel this person is looking for here is in their own happiness, or how to allow themselves to transform out of a situation here in order to find happiness and accept whatever has gone on here. I feel like your person's seeing the bigger picture in this connection as some sort of experience that they've had. You know, although maybe at some point they were hard pressed on some sort of an outcome, I feel they've had to allow things to be released here, because I don't think your person's knowing how to navigate in a way that's bringing out an outcome. So let us take a look at the tarot, and after we look at the tarot, we'll pull some channeled messages from this person. Let's pull some tarot. Clear and concise message here for beautiful pile number 2, Spirit. Pile number 2's person. Can we get a deeper look at this person and how they view the connection? Thank you so much. Clear and concise for pile number 2. How is their person viewing this connection? Can we get some more insight on this person? Some more insight, a deeper look at this person. Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed. All right, we have the 8 of Cups, and Spirit wants me to leave them as they come out. So we'll pick more of the energy than we will be relying so much on whether they're reversed or upright. So 8 of Cups reverse, Temperance, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, I think I forgot to give the zodiac signs in the other pile, but here we have Sagittarius, and we also have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and more. Okay, yeah, and Aquarius. Sorry, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. The star on the bottom of the deck. Let's pull some of these tarot cards as well. Some more tarot here, clear and concise message. Very strong message, consistent with what we were seeing with the oracles so far. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Tower in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So more Sag. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I am feeling one more. Ten of Swords in reverse. And High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. High Priestess is Pisces? Could be Cancer. Either way, I'm getting Pisces and Cancer energy from this card. All right, so we've got signs kind of out of the way. This person has tried, yeah, okay, we were seeing the round and round, okay? So I feel like your person's tried to, probably in the past, leave this connection. I feel like emotionally they're not getting something here. And I feel like what they're kind of mixing is emotions and practicality. Because I feel like there's something here your person was wanting that I don't feel they received. And it left them feeling emotionally dissatisfied in this connection. I feel there was a desire here. There's a hope for something. I feel like your person is really healing from either, like I said, a past situation, or this connection has left them in a state of needing to heal. And I feel like wherever your person was invested in putting in energy and being dedicated here, I don't feel like they're focusing in on this. I don't feel like there's a desire to focus energy in this connection, because I feel like emotionally it left them unfulfilled. So I feel like your person is healing. I feel like your person is trying to walk away from this connection if they haven't done so already. I feel like it's difficult for them. I do feel like your person is quite practical here. I'm feeling earth energy, like I said, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, because I feel there's something about the practical aspect of this connection that they were wanting that didn't quite happen. This is the wife card. This is somebody who is very abundant, who is pretty successful on their own, very stable. Maybe your person is quite stable here, and maybe they didn't feel the stability in this connection was worth investing in here. With the Temperance card here, I feel like your person feels they did whatever they needed to do here in this connection to allow it to transform whatever they were supposed to show up with. And I think it still didn't make a difference here, which is why I see this person not putting in any energy, not being inspired to move forward here. And I do feel like your person is kind of leaning in on their intuition here, which is what they need to do in order to go find this whatever practical thing they needed. So for all of you guys, could be different. When I say practical, it could be maybe this person wanted to move in together. Maybe your person wanted to live closer to you. Maybe your person wanted some sort of a commitment. Maybe your person wanted something from you that they feel that you weren't able to deliver here. So I feel like this is like the Seven of Swords scene, which is all about, could be deception, but it can also just mean someone flying under the radar or not being honest, or self-sabotaging in some way. I feel like this person's eyes are closed. Seven of Pentacles coming out here in reverse. Just putting in the energy and the effort. In reverse is us not doing that no more, not putting the time, the energy This is upright, but the person's eyes are closed and they're sneaking away. I think this person has not communicated to you their intention of walking away. I think they're in the midst of finding what they need for themselves here. So they're silent about this. But I do feel like your person is finding a way to put an end to this connection. I feel your person feels heartbroken by having to leave. This person might feel a little bit of betrayal, or at least heartbroken. And I feel they're having a very difficult time putting an end to this connection. But that's what they're slowly moving towards here. Okay, and I feel like, yeah, with the two aces in reverse, these are both about new beginnings here. So I feel like if you guys started over in a new pattern, for those of you guys who really resonate with that round and round, I think there's been a new beginning. And maybe your person is going with the flow here. But I don't feel like your person is engaged here and actually putting in energy or effort. I feel like your person is more focused on finding their own practical thing that they want here for themselves, because I don't feel like they were receiving it or never got it from you. Okay, like I said, it could be commitment, it could be, you know, something here that they were needing from this connection in order to have a new beginning that never came, which left them in a state of not desiring moving forward. So they're needing to be honest and allow the tower to fall in order for things to end here. You know, for them to really walk away, I feel there has to be a tower moment. Okay, this is where we let truths kind of come out so that, you know, we can rebuild here on a solid foundation. The fact that it's in reverse, I feel like your person here is still working towards moving away from this connection. So I feel like the surprise hasn't happened yet, or this shocking surprise. I don't feel like you knowing that this person is planning this. Okay, if you're not resonating with this pile, then this could not be your message, right? But this could very well be your energy here. Okay, I do feel like something to do with commitment here with the Hierophant headpiece we're seeing in this tower. And this in reverse, so it could very well be that your person is no longer committed to this connection or committed to making it work here. So I feel like there is a surprise here in which might be shocking to you. And I feel your person's being quite masked right now. Okay, Queen of Wands in reverse in her shadow attribute. This is someone who's wearing a mask. Someone who is not... being their authentic self. And I'm not sure if this is the figure from the Empress. It sure looks like it to me. So I think your person is removing their love. I do feel a sense of unconditional love here. They might be getting quite cold. And I do feel it's because of the heartache that they've experienced here. They're really moving towards finding balance here with Temperance, and this giving me the Chariot vibes. Okay, all about balance and how we navigate, but they're moving forward in something in the practical way that I feel like they never received in this connection that they really want for themselves. So I feel there is movement, and I feel they're moving towards putting an ending here, although I don't think they have yet. And I think it might be very shocking for some of you guys. I feel like they might have tried in the past, and maybe this is why they think, you know, maybe you won't believe them, or maybe they're wearing a mask here. I think they've tried, and unsuccessfully they were able to move away. I feel like your person is really wanting something, desiring something for themselves. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, like I feel like this person was feeling really dependent on some sort of practical aspect in this connection here that wasn't allowing them to, I don't know, maybe see the bigger picture, or allowing them to be independently successful on their own. I feel like this person really wants to kind of just break away here. Here's that Three of Swords. So yeah, definitely your person has experienced heartache. And I do feel like it's led to them wanting an ending here, and not investing further. And like I said, if you guys haven't experienced an ending, or sorry, any cyclical things in your connection here, or this person has no reason to experience heartache from you, it could very well be that something's triggered them in this connection of a past pain that they don't want to relive. So they'd rather just not invest, and they'd rather just find a way to call it quits here. But I feel they are intuitively, they know something here. And I think it's finding whatever thing that they want, they weren't able to find in this connection. Yeah, 7 of Cups. I feel like your person is going after what they want. They're choosing what's going to bring them happiness. And I think they're going to defend their position. I feel they could be quite defensive as well over this, because I feel they really know what they want. So they're quite defensive here with this. This is the 7 of Wands depiction, where someone could be quite defensive, standing their ground, fighting for what they believe in. And in this case, I feel like your person wants something here with the 1 cup that could be bringing them their own emotional fulfillment. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel your person here is under the assumption here that there's no more energy here or effort that they can put towards this connection. So I feel them moving on, okay? So there might be an ending here in which your person is going to surprise you with. So let's pull some of these oracle cards, and then we will channel your person, messages from your person here, before we get into the extended reading to take a look at the future of this connection and the outcome. Of course, energy shifts, so just take whatever resonates for you at this time. Spirit, clear and concise here in regards to channeled messages from pile number 2's person, from their higher self. If they were to say anything and be honest, what would they say to pile number 2? We have disruption. We have creativity. We have reflection. We have surrender. One more. Protection. Yeah. Definitely what I was feeling. So let me pull the messages here, and then we'll kind of get into it. So now these messages, you don't have to take literal word for word. It could be something your person said to you, maybe word for word. That might be confirmation. But it's whatever energy I'm picking up from the message that's going to come through in the channel, okay? Or channeled from your person. But we will read these for you. Spirit, clear and concise messages from pile number 2's person. So 3, 4, 5. All right. So we have, I know that I am obsessed with you. Interesting. Feels like passing energy. I am trying to figure things out. You are the one. Interesting. Person might have said that to you. I want to take my time and go slow. You make me laugh. Okay, so before I get into the channeling, what I'm seeing here strongly, your person feels like this connection disrupted their life, or something about their practical world here, some sort of disruption. I do feel like your person was inundated with their feelings for you, okay? They might have told you you were the one at some point in time, believed you're the one, might have even, you know, felt you were their twin flame here with reflection. And I do feel like there might have been mirroring going on at some point in time. And I feel like your person here is really trying to figure things out on how to move forward, because I feel like they're trying to break a cycle here and call an ending. Okay, I'm not sure that they know how to do this. So I feel they're wearing some sort of mask, or withholding some sort of love, or not being their true self here. So they're going slow, and I feel like potentially they could have disappointed themselves in trying to walk away and not being successful. Okay, I do feel like this person does feel they've had some pretty good laughs with you, or at least that you guys, you know, when you guys do get along, there is a connection here. I feel like this person was really disrupted by their obsessive thoughts and their deep sense of emotions here for you. I mean, we are seeing this Queen of Wands represented with this Empress energy, which is a deep divine feminine unconditional love. So potentially at one point your person was feeling this. I do feel like they're masked up right now, okay? And I feel like they've had to surrender. They've had to surrender to not being able to maybe guide things in the way that they had expected or wanted here with surrender. So I do feel like they're in a state of protection, okay? And they're protecting what it is that they want. I feel like they're ready to stand ground for this. And I get high priestess vibes from this creativity because of all the purple. So I feel like your person is figuring out how to detach from their thoughts, from their feelings from you. One point feeling you were the one, and now being in this energy where they're no longer wanting to invest. It makes them kind of confused here on how to progress. I think your person was very where was it? Yeah, with this fish. I think they were very lost in how to move forward here, okay? At some point, I don't think they were able to leave or move forward, which made them feel really out of control here in this situation. So I feel there's a heavy protection. And I do feel like maybe both of you guys are in a protective stance right now if you guys are reflecting each other. Maybe you're looking at a way to, you know, to move on from this connection. Maybe there's been a lot of disruption caused by this connection in your life, okay? Because I do sense there's a lot of mirroring. So let me tap into this energy and I will begin to channel. I felt like at some point in time that things were really natural and things were moving and I didn't have to think twice. We got along. I enjoyed our time together. But it came to a point where I couldn't get you out of my mind because I wanted so badly for things to move forward. And I just felt like I was on my own. This connection really disrupted my life. Not necessarily you, but how I felt in this connection. I changed a lot from when you first got to know me. Not for you, but I just got to know the real me. I felt like there was something really deep and significant about this connection, that we were meant to be together, that we'd find a way to get there because it felt so right. I didn't have to pretend to be someone I was not. But we got stuck in some sort of pattern here that made me feel so alone. I don't know if you felt the same way as I did. I know you have your own challenge. So I need to break away. I need to break away because it doesn't make me feel good. I feel let down. I feel hurt. But I don't want to just resist you and be mean or ignore you. So I'll hold my heart close to my chest. But I know what I want. And I know what I deserve. And I don't feel like you were giving me what I deserve. I had to just release the fact that we weren't going to get there. I surrendered trying to get there because I don't know what else I could have done different. So now I have to focus on how I can move forward, no matter how slow, no matter how painful when you're around, no matter how fake I have to be so that you don't see I'm hurting. So that one day I could just call it quits and leave. It's hard for me to move away from you because I feel very deeply connected to you, but you've caused nothing but pain in my life, and I don't think it's just you. It's this connection and what it's not, and what it's not able to do, where it's not able to go. I just want to be independently free from this connection. And there's been a heavy dependence on a certain feeling here that I don't know, I don't like. It's like it's constantly with me here, this energy. Sometimes I wish I just felt like I did before you came into my life. But I've changed so much, so I have to accept things for how they are. My intuition is telling me that if I'm unhappy, I have to move forward. I can no longer stay in this. I can no longer force things to go the way I want. I don't think you'll be happy to see me moving on. But you also didn't care when I was unhappy in the situation, because I needed more time, more energy, more dedication, more focus, more openness, a promise for a future. It just never came. So what should I do? Hang around here forever? That's not going to happen. I need to move on. Although I do love you very deeply. I always have. I feel like you could be the one, but I have to face reality here, and reality is you've hurt me. This connection's hurt me. I got to keep taking steps forward in order to find my happiness, and unfortunately it's not here. So if I am guarded, it's because I'm protecting my future happiness, which means more to me than this connection. I wish you the best, but I can't quite tell you this because you might try to convince me to stay, or you might try to make me feel a certain way just to dangle a carrot or lead me down a garden path. You have no intentions, and if you did have intentions on moving things forward, it would have happened by now. I shouldn't have to threaten to leave or walk away. I just want to be happy. I'll find my way through this, no matter how many times I try. There will be one time where I finally break free. And right now, I feel like I need to guard my heart. And right now, I feel like I can do it. Bit by bit, move away. All right, so pile number 2. Wow. When I channel these messages, I don't usually remember what it is that was communicated, so I will watch these before I jump into the extended here, but we will have the extended, which is the future of this connection or the outcome as energy sitting. If you're interested in that, you can certainly buy the extension. It is available in the link in the description box below. It'll take you to my website, and yeah, I will see you guys there. Take the time now to hit the subscribe button if you're so inclined. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you soon. If this sounded more like your energy, you might want to go check out another pile to see if you can find your person's energy, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 3. If you pick this beautiful stone right here, it does look like the desert rose, but I don't think it is. I'm not quite sure what stone it is. It's absolutely beautiful though, quite chalky. Let's take a look at your reading. Pile number 3. Now, if you skip the intro, what I wanted to say is that there will be an extended at the end of this. If you are resonating with the energy, the extended will be offered in the link that I'll leave down below in the description box. It'll take you directly to my website. We'll take a look at the future potential outcome of this connection. Now, you could be tapping into your own energy. As usual, if that's the case, your person's energy could be in another pile, or there could just be no energies here for you today. Use your intuition, and as well, we could be tapping into the same person energetically at different stages, okay? So this could sound like your person in multiple piles. That's absolutely fine. Again, just use your own intuition with what's resonating. We'll also be taking a look at channeled messages from your person. But right now, deeper look at your person, the person on your mind, and how they're viewing this connection and you, and a deep look at them specifically. So we have the Smith, overthinking, taking action. We have Firebolt. Interesting. Firebolt. We have unconscious. Unconscious and Firebolt. The Smith. Okay. We have number 3, between worlds. We have ungrateful daughter and earthly mother with the number 7. We have raccoon. Earth energy coming through, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the castle with 43 or the number 7 coming out again. The castle. We have yellowing with the number 14 or the number 5. And we have abundance. Okay. Again, this could be your energy. If that's the case, you might find your person elsewhere. We'll read the oracle and then we'll get into the tarot shortly. All right, so give me a minute to tap into this energy. This to me feels similar to pile number 2 energy, only if you are drawn. Okay. I feel like this person is taking action in their own life right now in order to find their abundance and happiness. And I feel it comes with pentacles. Okay. And what that means is some sort of stability I think they want for themselves here. Something in the practical world that I feel like maybe they weren't getting from this connection. So you could be with this person, and this person could be out of the blue saying something here that you're not really expecting. They could be calling it quits, or they could be moving away from this connection and transitioning to find their abundance. I feel like for a long time this person has been in this connection or not supporting their self-worth, protecting what's valuable to them. So I feel like this connection is slowly dying out, or at least the thrill of whatever was here, I feel like is going numb. I don't feel like this person is as wrapped up in emotionally making decisions based on how they feel in this connection, more so supporting their self-worth and finding their abundance here. And I feel they're very protective of this. And there's a feeling here almost of, I'm feeling like maybe you were a little bit selfish or too concerned with self, and maybe they felt you breadcrumbed them, or you didn't really give them any sort of appreciation here, in which they're having to find for themselves. I want to read raccoon for you guys to see any further insight that might come as a result of the raccoon. Sometimes reading the book gives us more insight. So we have talented, shadowy, and hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times it limits creativity. Am I am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. When in balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. When out of balance, competitive, starving artist. Okay, so there could be a tie to music here somehow, but I'm not really picking up a talent so much as I feel this person has not told you. This is very tied to pile number 2, okay? I feel this person is wearing a mask. I feel like this person has not told you the truth about how they're feeling. And I think how they're feeling is that something's dying in this connection. And I feel they are guarded and protective of finding their self-worth, their true value. I don't feel like this person feels you gave them appreciation here. I feel like your person might have been in a deep state of overthinking this connection. I do feel like, you know, maybe at some point they were really blown away by this connection or really invested. I feel there is something heavy here that they're not communicating that might come as a shock to you, because I feel like this person feels like you might have been quite selfish or just not considerate. And I know I've said that already, but that's kind of coming through quite strong. You know, maybe you weren't willing to work with this person. So I feel like your person is trying to leave a state of feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, maybe not taken care of. I feel like they're working on healing parts of themselves here that might have experienced loss in this connection in order for them to move towards, you know, what is calling and more vibrant and more aligned with their self-worth. Yeah, this person is definitely taking action, and I do feel it has something to do with the practical world. So maybe they wanted stability here in this connection. Maybe they wanted you to invest in some way here with the abundance here, and this giving me Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles type energy. Maybe you've been with this person for quite some time. Okay, 10 of Pentacles talks about a duration, a long period of time, and maybe nothing was really built. Okay, maybe things in a practical way weren't moving forward. I feel like your person is wanting to move forward here. They might be quite guarded of themselves, and I feel like this person is maybe not being completely honest with you or telling you exactly what they plan, or have told you how they feel, that you've been quite selfish or self-focused, and it's left them feeling like they've given to a situation here, maybe over-given, where I feel this person has no choice but to move forward. Okay, so very connected to pile number 2 could be your energy here. Let's pull some tarot and see what we see here. So Spirit, thank you so much for that message. Clear and concise message for pile number 3 and their person. Can we get a deeper look at this person and how they view the connection? Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I am so blessed. Let's see. We have here. All right. So we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. Now we will be reading reversals as they come out, but more the energy around the card than whether it's in reverse or upright. All right, so don't fear reversals here. 9 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, Chariot, one more, the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the World. Yes, all right, so pull this tarot as well. We have the 10 of Swords, jumping right out. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I was picking that up from that abundance card. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the 3 of Cups in reverse, and one more, the Tower. And bottom of the deck, the Hierophant, and I won't flip it. And we saw the Four of Swords, which is depicting the Four of Wands here. Confirmation, if you guys are resonating with the twin flame journey, could very well be. Normally I give it the Four of Wands, but since we're seeing the Swords here, okay, so very connected to pile two's energy, I feel here. Okay, slight differences, but very similar, only if you're drawn to that pile two. What do I see here? Well, this is repeating very loudly what we were seeing in that first cards. This is an ending card, okay, preparing for a new beginning. This is an ending, this is an ending. This is shock about an ending, potentially, okay? And this is deception. This is a secret. This is us not being honest here. Six of Cups. This is a soulmate card. So we're seeing twin flame, soulmate. I feel like your person was deeply, deeply soul connected to you. And I feel like they might have been in a state of that for quite some time and maybe unable to break out of something here that maybe they felt a lot of anxiety around with this Nine of Swords. I feel like your person isn't in that state so much. You're working on getting out of an anxiety state and putting an end to how they've been feeling dissatisfied in this connection. I feel like your person wasn't getting what they wanted emotionally out of this connection, and I do feel is because maybe they weren't getting something in a practical way, and maybe they've put in a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of dedication and focus, commitment to this connection, but I don't think it resulted in them getting satisfaction. So I feel like your person's wanting to move forward, find balance, and have an emotional new beginning for themselves here. I think they found their self-worth, their abundance here. Okay, this cup is overflowing. This is giving them their own self-love here, have a new beginning. I feel this is where your person wants to move towards. I feel like your person wanted movement here, successful movement in a practical way that I don't feel ever came. So either you flat out rejected your person at some point, or they felt rejected. Maybe they were focused on what wasn't working here, but I feel like your person's coming out of that. And so I do feel like they are not being honest with you here, or at least keeping a secret here about, you know, them wanting to end something here because of a heartache, because they've been disappointed in this connection. And for a lot of them, it has to do with, you know, commitment here with the Hierophant. So potentially they weren't getting a level of commitment that they needed. There's an understanding here of what this person values, and I feel like, you know, what they value here is to make themselves emotionally happy. This is the Seven of Cups depicted in this Seven of Wands scene, and the Seven of Wands is somebody fighting, standing their ground. I feel like this person is ready to fight for this Ace of Cups, you know, their own emotional fulfillment here, and I feel they haven't allowed this connection to, yeah, like they feel like this connection wasn't able to give them emotional fulfillment, didn't see their full value here. So I feel like they're giving up, they're surrendering, they're no longer wanting to be in a state of disappointment, let down. This is the Ten of Swords scene in the tarot, but it's the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like because they couldn't get stability, because they couldn't get commitment, it called for an ending here in a practical way. You know, maybe they felt like you weren't being loyal to the stability here of this connection. So I feel like they're, you know, they're kind of burdened by having to call it quits here. This is the Ten of Wands scene, but it's the Ten of Swords. I feel like they're been carrying around this burden, and I do feel like this connection might have been a very heavy stress on this person, okay? And maybe because it wasn't moving forward, maybe because they were spending a lot of their effort and at the sacrifice of their own emotional happiness. So I feel like there's something here they're not telling you, and I do feel like this person, if they have reconciled here with you with the Three of Cups, I feel like what they're not telling you is that they're not really putting the energy or the effort here towards making movement. In fact, I feel like this person is going to allow this tower to happen, which is, you know, a shocking truth here. Again, we see the headpiece of the Hierophant here, which is missing in this card, because I do feel like something to do with commitment that never came. So I think they're utilizing their heartache, the fuel of whatever hurt them in this connection with the 3 swords there that pierce this heart in order to move forward, no matter how heavy, and to call it quits here. I feel like they're calling an ending here because of heartache and utilizing this in order to move forward here. Okay, so if they have reconciled with you, I feel like this person is not being honest here about their intention, which is finding their own emotional happiness. So I think they're waiting for the right time here to call it quits. There's something here that in a practical way never came. I feel like your person is coming out of a state of healing, of reflection. They are preparing for the next step here. Okay, the next step here is what they want for themselves. This is like the incubation period. So if you are in a connection with this person, they're preparing for their next chapter. If you're not, your person is not looking at reconciling at this time. Okay, and maybe they haven't been completely honest with you about how they really felt in this connection, which is, you know, they never felt that you provided them the value they deserved here, or recognized their self-worth. They had to go fight for it and find it on their own. So I feel like this is why they're surrendering this connection, why they felt dissatisfied, why there's an ending. And it could very well be tied to the lack of, you know, stability here, providing a loyalty to commitment that just never really came. Yeah, things were unbalanced. Couldn't quite find the balance, the justice here, and maybe they feel like you weren't courageous enough to step forward or bring balance to this connection to them. Okay, now again, this could just be their point of view, or this could be you. I don't know. If you're not resonating with this, don't make it fit, but this is the energy I'm picking up. Okay, so let us take a look at oracle cards and then channeled messages from this person. You might want to go check out pile 2 if you're drawn, and see what this person has to say from their higher self to you. Pile number 3, if they were to say anything at all from their higher self, channel message from pile number 3's person. What do they want to communicate? We have rejection. That's what I was getting from that card here. Mystery. This is that High Priestess in reverse here, okay? Secrets, not being completely honest, wearing a mask with that raccoon, finding their confidence. That's also that raccoon, right? Trying to find self, trying to find herself, or self-worth. Caution, that is the Tower. Passion. This wanted to come in reverse, although I do feel like your person is very passionate about this connection. However, I do feel like your person is being led by their passion to find their self-confidence. Yeah, so Spirit is cautioning here where this person is at. All right, let's pull some channeled messages. Now, these messages could be, you know, what your person's said to you already, which could be confirmation, word for word, or again, just the energy of these messages, not necessarily the message on the card. Might not completely be the full message. I will read the energy I'm getting from the card here more than I am the actual message. So let's see what we have. Spirits of the top one. It's too many. Let's keep going. Pull some more. Pull some more. Spirit. What does pile number 3's person want to tell pile number 3, if they could tell them anything? What would they say? Wow, okay. So we have, I knew right when I saw you that you were the one. Okay, interesting. You guys got to go watch pile number 2, because there was a different card that came out saying that, you know, they felt that you were the one. And they might have told you this, okay, at some point at the beginning, because I feel this passing energy. I still have a big ego. I feel this is more of a message in regards to them feeling as though ego got in the way of this connection. And I do feel like this person is really torn with giving themselves value here. I feel like this person never had to really fight to show their self-worth here, to emotionally fulfill themselves. I feel like this person feels like it's egoic, because I do feel a sense that this person was very giving, very loving, very dedicated to this connection with this Eight of Pentacles, so much so at their own expense, because I feel like they thought it might have been egoic to focus on self. I do feel like this person feels you've been quite selfish as well, so I don't think they've communicated that. Please be patient with me. I don't think they've told you the truth yet. I can't get this silly grin off my face, huh? Maybe they think they're getting you back here. I never meant to hurt you. Yeah. You're the first thing I think of in the morning. I am undecided at this time. Okay. This also feels kind of like passing energy here. I think it took them quite some time to decide, and that's why we see this tower. I think it's quite shocking. I don't think you're expecting this person to no longer be committed to this connection or to dedicate themselves, because I feel they've been very dedicated here. Okay, so give me a minute here to tap into this energy before I channel. I'm just going to drink some water first. All right. Something about this connection makes me feel very, very, very intense. I felt strong pull towards you, very passionate. I knew there was something about you that I needed to learn, that I wanted to feel, but it seemed like the more I was moving in your direction, the more rejection I felt. But not just rejection from you. I felt like I was rejecting myself. I knew what was right for me would feel good inside. But it seemed like the more I was leaning in on this connection, I started to lose confidence in myself. It didn't make me feel very good. So I leaned in more on this connection, put in time, energy, dedicated myself. But I became kind of angry that you were so selfish. So I felt like if I was to act like you, then I'd have an ego too. So of course I wasn't going to be selfish or focus on myself. So I doubled down. But there's a period of time where it made me feel very unhappy. I hit a breaking point inside. I felt I couldn't no more. There was caution coming up very loud, telling me I couldn't no more, and I had to do something different. So for a long time, I kind of stayed in this middle ground. I wasn't able to move forward, to let you go, to break the tie. I wanted to figure things out right. I felt like maybe I was in the wrong. Maybe I was being selfish. Maybe I just needed to learn to love you and accept the fact that you had other commitments that you put ahead of me. But that caution got louder and louder. I was very unhappy because I felt like I was giving of myself, but it didn't change how you stepped forward. I felt like you were really focused on yourself to the point of where you neglected and rejected me. Whether you were consciously doing it or not, I felt very rejected. I started to feel very disinterested in this connection. My intention was never really to hurt you. In fact, I don't think you're expecting me to just up and go and abandon you. I still think about you very frequently, and I'm very drawn to you, but I can't let that guide me. That's why if I'm honest with you, you might lure me with things you say. You might want to reel me back in. I need to find my confidence to move forward, that I deserve the best. So it will be funny once you realize that you had the power to make things work with me all along. And it'll be funny when you finally figure that out, that it's too late, that I've moved on. I do find a sense of irony here, because at that point when I've moved away, and you have no control over me. It will make me feel like I'm in control. It'll be quite an interesting turn of events here. I wonder what you'd say. Although I don't mean to hurt you, having control in my life, allowing myself to find someone who sees my true value is better than staying in a situation here that makes me feel like shit, makes me feel rejected, makes me feel like I'm second to something here or to everything. I'm going to give myself love. I'm going to focus on myself. It makes me feel really good to think about giving myself the joy, the satisfaction, the abundance I could never get from you. Imagine that. No one's in control of that. I feel so empowered. It gives me confidence, but I know I'm still very passionately drawn to you, so I might not be fully ready to tell you yet. But the day is coming. I feel it's the right thing to do to move forward, despite how much I think of you or how I feel for you. I know my own abundance, my own self-love, my own self-worth is invaluable, and I will no longer hang around in a situation here that doesn't show me the love I deserve, the commitment I deserve, the attention I deserve, prioritizing this connection because I was willing to do anything. And that just got me hurt in the end. I can't blame you. I wish you well. All right, pile number 3. Wow, I do feel this is the same energy I was tapping into for pile number 2, although I don't know how similar those messages were, because when I channel, I don't recall what I'm saying or channeling at that time, maybe like 1% when I do channeled messages. Normally when I do readings, I do pick up a little bit more, maybe more like, I don't know, 10 to 20%, depending. Well, maybe a little more. So it depends on the reading. But when I channel messages, it is, yeah, from a different place here. So I'm not quite sure what that message was about so much, but I do trust that it was in line with what we were seeing here with the cards. So we will jump into the extended reading. For those of you guys that resonated, again, this could be your energy. If this was your energy, then your person could be in another pile. I do feel 2 and 3 are quite similar energies here. I don't know necessarily that they were different in any which way, but I will allow you guys to choose whether you want to engage with the extended or not. That will be in the description box below. We'll take a look at where's this connection going, the outcome, and see if we can take a look at where it's sitting energetically as far as how it's going to unfold. All right, so if you hop off here, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like. I love you guys very, very much, and I will see you soon. Bye.